blah, blah. And Zatanna's like, well, I got a friend who sure could use an exorcism right now. So, they go... Yeah.
Yeah, the whole area starts shaking around them and just collapsing, and they're like, what was that? And then Constantine is like, I'm pretty sure that was the whole world shaking, and the next scene we see is Black Orchid all activated, incinerating all these trees with faces.
Oof.
And such.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Which, obviously, since it's a world thing, it's gonna shatter the world.
Yeah.
And Swamp Thing shows up to try to stop her, and just gets blasted. Just gets blasted.
Yeah. She's just like, done.
He's, of course, trying to talk sense into her.
Like, I know that you don't want to do this. You're part of the Green. Like, you respect the Parliament of Trees. This isn't what you want to do. And just, yeah, gets swatted away.
Wow.
Which I don't, was it in this book or in the last one? We might have skipped it. That she's like, she has always wanted to be there around the Parliament of Trees, and she always has respected the Green and the Red and all of this. And inside of her, she's screaming. Okay. Thanks. Cool.
Yeah.
His last one was Manitou Dawn, and this one is about her.
No, it had her in it.
She was at the end of it. We got introduced to the Orchid at the end of the last book. We're back to the Oblivion Bar after that, though.
Yeah. Where all of the monks are.
All the monks are, and also the dead bodies that, were destroyed by a witch fire.
Right.
And the monks are all Ramakrishna is all screaming and unhappy about the fact that she could feel the green. It's screaming. Did I admit? Was it there?
Mm-hmm.
Might have been in her dialogue that she said it.
The Green was screaming. Colin knew it was too late. Alba Garcia, who's Black Orchid, could hear the screaming too. She was, after all, a hybrid of plant and flesh. As Black Orchid, she had fought for the Green and the Red. She knew her very presence deep in the Amazon wilds was profane, a sin against everything she stood for. She had heard rumors of this place whispered in the dark corners of magic, the resting place of the greatest guardians of the Green. Before her was the Parliament of Trees. The consciousness within them chronicled the breadth of the planet's history. She wanted to break down in tears. She wanted to tell these creatures how beautiful the garden that they had tended was, how much joy it brought her. But the witch mark wouldn't allow her to do that. She was here for her one sole purpose. The Parliament of Trees must die.
Oh, wow.
That was in the last book.
Yeah, dang.
So, yeah. So, yeah.
Glossed over.
It's alright. But yeah, so, as I was saying, she doesn't want to be doing this, but she has zero control over her body.
Just like Manitou Dawn.
Yeah, and then Oblivion Bar. And I can just rearrange how that happened. But continue.
Oblivion Bar fills the green. Green is on fire. Man-Bat mentions the fact that it would save her, I guess they travel from one world to another. It's like, why didn't we just stay there? And then Bobo's like, I don't think that would have been nice of us to bring a magic war onto there. And here comes Manitou Dawn out of nowhere.
And, yeah.
Saying, I must destroy you.
Yeah, the Witch Mother says that you must die, so I will obey.
Huh.
Drowned Earth.
Yeah, Drowned Earth thing.
Drowned Earth.
And then, some weird shadow things start to attack her before she could actually attack anyone.
Oh.
And then we get the reveal of the Sisterhood of the Sleight Hand had survived witchfires and explosions.
Just a few of them.
Okay.
Not all. 3 of them survived.
Okay.
And,
they wrap up Manitou and this stuff.
They're from the Shadow Dimension, a hellscape devoid of light, which is where they had escaped to. And
At the last second.
at the
before.
very last second, before
Okay.
everyone died. And then we get back to Wonder Woman
Witch's Moon.
on the Witch's Moon, and
That's the subconscious that they share.
Yeah, the not moon. And she's like, Wonder Woman's like, I thought this would be a lot easier. Like, I would be able to use her powers against her. Everything would be fine, and we'd fix everything. Because that's how her life goes.
Right.
She's like, okay, got a plan. Gonna do this. Done. But she never has to deal with magic, so it's a lot more complicated. And Witchfire's like, the magic never works in absolutes, so there's a lot of gray areas that you don't understand.
Right.
And then Diana hears a voice calling her name. A familiar voice calling her name that we don't know.
Which is, of course, Zatanna.
Zatanna!
Trying to talk some sense.
I was gonna guess that earlier.
Trying to talk to the bewitched Wonder Woman. And she's like, I know you're scared to be, doing all this, but I know that the Wonder Woman under there, basically giving a pep talk to the Wonder Woman.
So she's all about pep talks. Okay, so I thought she was gonna be the fifth. That's what I was gonna guess earlier, was that she was gonna be the fifth person to have.
No, we're back in the real world now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought so too. Like something happened there.
But yeah, she's building up. She's over there building up Constantine. She's over here building up Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It's like, way to go, Zatanna.
Well, it makes sense too.
Team
Her
player.
power is the power of words.
True that.
True.
True that. Oh.
I hit you with Obama level stuff. His power of words.
Now I want to get a Zatanna spider.
She just has webbing of words coming out of her mouth. We're writing fanfic here.
So, the possessed Wonder Woman is like, you're a cheap magician and nothing that you're saying it matters and I'm gonna kill you. And, Zatanna's like, yeah, cheap magician. We're all about misdirection, so obviously there's something that you missed.
Oh, and Constantine's behind.
Yeah. Basically.
Which since she had wandered into Constantine, called a simple binding spell.
Yeah.
But it'll do.
Yeah, and it feeds on the raw energy that Wonder Woman's producing
That's
to become
great.
stronger
That's
as she
awesome.
uses more energy. And so then he tries to do an exorcism on her. And
on all of them.
technically on all of the people that Hecate is controlling.
Are they all in this? They're
No.
not. No, they're
No.
not in one centralized location.
No.
He's just trying to basically one big spell that'll hopefully dispel the evil.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, because we got Swamp Thing has got Black Orchid, the sister, the Sleight Hand, it got the Man of Sudan, and Wonder Woman's taken off guard here. So we see them all going, no, it burns. And then we see a brief moment here. I can feel it, the power of Wonder Woman's returned back to Witching Woman.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan, Super Diana.
Yeah, not the cry evil Wonder Woman, but the nice flowy blonde hair Wonder Woman for like 2 seconds. And
She's
then
gone all glowy Mr. Burns on us. Because she's got the black eye. He's all, yay.
everything can be related back to The Simpsons.
Simpsons
Right.
did it.
Just saying.
X-Files episode.
So
I say brief because we go right back to the Witching Moon.
yeah,
Which has
Diana screaming
pain.
And Witchfire is like, oh, those idiots. I feel like that's the subtitle to Justice League Dark. Those idiots.
Those idiots. Justice League.
These idiots.
Those idiots.
Yeah. And you see the other two ladies screaming and then kind of just disappearing into not Avengery dust, but more like steam, more like Titan steam from Attack on Titan.
I will say this: I was at a local convention of sorts here, and I happened to. It was a Christmas convention. It's too early, but fun. Went by the rock shop. I suggested to the owner, I'm like, if you got some colored dust, some random bags of colored dust, you could sell them as random Avengers figures. She didn't understand. I'm all like, this is a gold mine you're missing out on. Because there's somebody that's like, ha! Ha ha ha!
Right.
I'm going to buy a bag of random dust.
So the last page. Let's do
it's
last
just crazy.
Page.
Sorry, tangent.
And Witchfire is like Diana, like trying to figure out, like, hey, can you hear me? Is everything okay? And Diana's like, I don't know what just happened. It just felt like a powerful ray of light and burn. And Witchfire is like, okay, so I need you to brace for this. Alright, I'm pretty sure you just died.
Oh, wow.
Because you look behind them, Manitou done, and they have been gone already. So, they obviously were returned to their bodies.
Oh.
And then we learned that Witchfire had been, left there because her body got incinerated. By her own self.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because of the fire.
She's incinerated.
Justice League Dark and Wonder Woman, The Witching Hour, #1. That book that we're reading. Sudon's broken.
I'm tired. No, I'm not. I'm really, really, really... Okay. So, yeah, we're seeing all the other players that are being affected by the magic going awry from Makade causing everything to go crazy.
Yeah.
The Parliament Trees is on fire.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Madame Xanadu.
Is that who that is, Madame Xanadu?
That's what it says right there, yeah.
I don't know what she does.
She reads tarot cards, apparently.
That's terrible.
And 4 tarot cards that never existed.
Oh.
5, I'm sorry. 5 just,
yes.
Yeah, popped up out of nowhere.
5 Joker cards. I mean, tarot cards that are one for each of the beings that are manifested by the witch power, the witching power.
So we have the wheel, the witch, the doctor.
Notice that?
I want that in my life.
I just noticed that.
The doctor has Dr. Fate on it.
Oh, really?
So I need these tarot cards in my life. So, someone fan art it.
Fan art the tarot cards.
You see
Stacked.
Etrigan.
Yeah.
Etrigan Eclipso, who's trapped in a black diamond prison. Don't know who that is.
Bad guy.
Wiki.
Yeah.
And Solomon Grundy, all feeling the same thing, like something's wrong.
Yeah.
Etrigan's trying to turn back into a human, and he can't.
He's dying.
He's like,
Crazy.
And in our orbit, who do we see?
Also, Solomon Grundy is dying, and he doesn't understand that he's dying.
No.
And then we see Dr. Fate floating above the earth, hearing and feeling all of this as well, not dying, but
Hiding.
Basically hiding from magic being destroyed, and he can feel the earth screaming, and it says that he would be lying if he said that the sound did not shake him to his core, because he's still of Earth.
Right.
He just doesn't like how
Magic's being used. Yeah.
Yeah, he wants things to be his way and still rule everything. I got that vibe from him. I don't know much, but that's what I'm getting vibe-wise. I'm saying vibe a lot.
Yeah.
Because we need to watch Flash.
It's fine. And then we cut to Swamp Thing, who has a black orchid tied up in what used to be the area where the Parliament of Trees was.
Mm-hmm.
And she is conscious now and screaming because she's in immense amounts of pain. And she's like, Hecate's not using me anymore. I don't know what's going on. I didn't want to do this. And Swamp Thing's like, well, you did.
Yeah.
So,
And
the magic is dying and the green is dead.
he's like, doesn't matter, whatever you did, green is dying. And he says, no, it will not. Another voice appears.
swamp creature.
Swamp creature,
and
yes.
there's these, it reminds